Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
You must have seen that we have the ability of what? That we can see the nearby objects as well as the far off objects. How that becomes possible, we'll study about that. Our eye lens is a crystalline substance which is basically made up of a jelly like substance. Fine. And the ciliary muscles which hold this eye lens, this crystalline lens, they have that ability that they can change a bit of the focal length of the eye lens. How? We will just see in a moment. Just take a hypothetical example that this is an eye lens, this is our retina. Fine. Now, if I am looking at a far object, then we need to know that the rays of light are coming parallel to our human eye. What our eye lens will do is it will bend or converge these light rays such that the image is formed on retina. Fine. Similarly, this was our eye lens. This is retina. If there is a near object, now the rays will be coming in a diverging manner. Here also our eye lens will converge these light rays so as to form an image on retina. Now, for this, the eye lens has to change its focal length, and that particular function is only possible due to ciliary muscles which just get hold of these eye lens. Fine. Let us see how that particular thing works. This is very important now. Please try to relate. When I am looking at a far object or when I am looking at a near object, the function of ciliary muscles is to contract or to relax. These are our ciliary muscles. When I am looking at a far object, what do these ciliary muscles do is they relax. Now, when these ciliary muscles relax, what happens is the focal length of our eye lens, that focal length increases. Fine. Our eye lens becomes thin and the focal length increases. But when we are looking at a near object, in that case our ciliary muscles contract. This contraction of ciliary muscles make our eye lens thick, due to which its focal length decreases, due to which it is able to form the image on the retina. So, this is very important. You need to understand when ciliary muscles relax, what happens to the focal length, when ciliary muscles contract, what happens to the focal length, or vice versa. Other terms, we can also say that if we are looking at far objects, ciliary muscles will relax. If we are looking at near object, ciliary muscles will contract. This ability of our eye lens to change its focal length in order to see the nearby and the far off objects, that is known as power of accommodation of eye lens. This is known as power of accommodation, the ability of our eye lens by virtue of ciliary muscles to change its focal length. Fine. Now, a normal human eye, we can see a distance which is kept at a near distance, the nearby objects, that is known as near point of human eye, and that distance is 25 centimeters. Now what is this near point of an eye? Let us see. The near point means the least distance by which our human eye can see anything comfortably without any strain. Fine. The near point, that is this 25 centimeters. We can say, the students can question, so we can see the objects from 5 centimeters too. But number one, that is a bit blurred, and second thing, that will cause stress and strain to your eyes. But if I am holding something at 25 centimeters, I can just see it all through without any exertion or strain. So that distance by which our human eye can see the near distances, we can see an object clearly without any exertion or strain, that is known as the near point of an eye, or this is also known as least distance, the minimum distance of distinct vision. And what is this minimum distance of distinct vision? This is 25 centimeters. Got it? Fine. As far as the far objects are concerned, our human eye has a far point. As we had a near point, we also had a far point, which is infinity. That means a normal human eye can see objects even placed at infinity. Now the students ask, sir, can we see America from here, from our house? No. Earth is round, that is below horizon, or because of the dirt and dust layers, but we can see the sun, we can see the moon, we can see the stars, which are, trust me, far away from America. Of course, I hope you know that. So if we can see the sun, if we can see the moon and the stars, which are millions of kilometers away from us, fine, that means our eye is capable of looking at infinite distances, and that distance is known as the far point of human eye. So if we talk about the range of vision our eyes has, the range of vision of our human eye is from 25 centimeters to infinity. We can see any object from 25 centimeters to infinity without any exertion, stress or strain on our eyes. This is known as range of vision. Fine. Alright. Now in some people, especially in old age, what happens is this eye lens, our crystalline lens, that becomes milky and cloudy. Fine. If the eye lens becomes cloudy or milky, in that case the vision is blurred. It leads to partial or total loss of vision. This condition, this disease, you need to remember, is known as cataract. So what is cataract? It is a disease in which a person's eye lens becomes cloudy or milky, fine, which leads to the loss of partial or total vision. This can be corrected by surgery. In this, most of the times the eye lens is removed and replaced by a new lens which functions properly. Fine. So this is about cataract. Got it? So here we have just studied about the human eye, the various parts of the human eye and the functions of each part. Then we talked about the role of ciliary muscles, how our eye is able to accommodate changing the focal length, and how ciliary muscles play an important role in that. Then what is the near point and far point, or the range of vision, and about cataract. I hope you have understood all these things. Thank you for watching.